Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Q Reviews. Tonight we'll be going over Sinners. I was going to do an out of theater reaction, but this movie was so deep and so profound that I had to drive home and gather my thoughts a little bit. I'm still going to be all over the place because I'm going off the top of my head. But man, let's get the good out of the way. Ryan Coogler, my God, you was on your Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan on this one, bro. You put your foot in it. I seen it in IMAX because I like it. Like, this movie's so good. And when I heard Ryan Coogler discuss all those camera aspect ratios and things like that, so I knew I had to see it on the biggest screen possible. And I seen it in IMAX, and my God, am I thankful for it, because I just made a review about how movies are mediocre. This is what you go to the movies for right here. The beautiful scenery. They shot it in Mississippi, and I don't know how you make Mississippi look interesting, how he did, because it's all flat land, but he did such a beautiful job with his colors and his layers like that. It was just, and the sound is a different beast in IMAX. If you can see it in IMAX, go see it in IMAX, because it is fire. Now, I'm jumping over here to the controversy of the trailers of this movie. Does the trailer spoil this movie? Like, especially like the second trailer. Yes, it spoils some big moments that happen in the film. And particularly if you hadn't seen it, so I'm not going to spoil it here. There'll be no spoilers here, by the way. But it does spoil the film. But did that take away from my enjoyment of the film? I would say absolutely not for me. Even though I knew certain things, I mean, we're in this movie, guys, so like we're gonna see spoilers and things are gonna happen, and marketing is gonna do things. Because I don't think Ryan Coogler probably was responsible for its trailer. I think it's Warner Brothers marketing probably put that trailer out to sell the movie, like they revealed last year that the Annabelle movie, or Abigail, she was actually a vampire in this film. And I was talking to one of my movies colleagues, Blacktastic, and when I was telling him like, yo, but in the Warner Brothers trailer and a Superman trailer don't really reveal anything, and for that matter, Superman in those trailers so far haven't even spoke a sentence. I think the most he said is no and thank you and home. So like, and you haven't heard anybody talking to him, because that James Gunn guy obviously has more power being the head of DC, the DCEU, so that's why I don't think he has more control of those trailers. But being spoiled or not of the trailer, it doesn't take away the magnificent job Ryan Coogler did in this film. I'm still kind of high and blown away how good this movie looks. It's no better looking movie in 2025. I think the best movie that came out before this was probably Oppenheimer, and that's Christopher Nolan. And then Ryan Coogler was in his bag with the visuals and the direction and the storytelling. If you don't know what this movie about, it's about a story basically played by Michael B. Jordan, two twin brothers, Smoke and Stack, and they go to the South from being gangsters in Chicago to open up a juke joint. But little did they know, during this night, they're going to be in for a big surprise with vampires. So that's a basic thing, like a kind of switch the dust of all things. I want to say this movie would have been fire, bro, without even the vampire element in it at all. If this was just a drama based in the Jim Crow era, you know what I'm saying, and these gangsters open up a juke joint and have to deal with, say, the Ku Klux Klan, or this might have been, I think the allegory could be like the police of the Ku Klux Klan coming to shut things down when, black people want to get, something good started, prohibition. Say you sinners or not, like you go to this juke joint, you got liquor, alcohol, sexiness is going on. I think Ryan Coogler did a great job of that, showing how sexy and sweaty and the dirty South it is, and then how much I enjoy watching Smoke and Stack. Like I just love watching their dynamic between each other. Michael B. Jordan does a great job playing two characters, because the little nuance, the toothpick in one, or how one stands, or one stature. They had some great visual effects, because I could do the split screen. I did it before in my videos before, when you got like one frame over here and you kind of blend them together. But they was doing some stuff. They were like passing the cigarettes to each other, looking out. You had like rolling shots with the both of them. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I just want to say how like inspiring it is to see somebody like Ryan Coogler with an original idea in Hollywood with a $90 million budget coming out on this bigger platform. It's just amazing to see, and they put their foot in it. Not only did Ryan Coogler put his foot in it, the Ludwig, the composer of this film, man, because this film It's not a musical at all. It's not a musical, but there's a lot of music in it, and the music kind of drives the story a little bit. It starts off with this guitar. I'm not going to spoil it, but then like as we get into the film, we learn how much important the music is, and how it's driving the story. It's basically almost parts that it's a musicals, but it's not a musical because they sing musical numbers throughout some of this film, and there's this one guy called Sammy. He's the guy with the banjo in the trailer, and he's a big part of the film. And then his voice was amazing, and he was amazing as well. And I'd never seen him in nothing before. I think this is his first thing ever, so he crushed it. You got Delroy Lindo here. That's just a phenomenal actor who just chews up the scenery, and he's actually most of the comic relief in the film too, along with Michael B. Jordan. The Michael B. Jordans, the two baby Crees here, they got a lot of comedy as well. Haley Steinfeld steals the scene she's in as well, bro. The first half of this movie was starting, it was just fire before the vampires even show up. And then Jack O'Connell plays our main villainous vampire, and like from him being in the dirty South and for what he was and how manipulative he was to get what he wants, how he want to like treat people, to fool people to get inside so he can, eat this entire juke joint up. It's just crazy. And this takes place all in one like day to night or until dawn. So it's just a wild ride to see it play out like this in this timeline. I really, really enjoyed this movie. This is my favorite movie for real of 2025. Now, do I have any like gripes that I would say about the movie? I'm gonna start with this. The music is very, very strong. This is music, and I think I need to sit on this too. Like, it's a musical piece in the juke joint. I think it's almost done in one shot. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they do something with time and space that was like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit about the movie. Like, where are we going with this? It's never quite explained. It's kind of did for artistic value, but I'm my little tiny brain could be, missing that point. But like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful to see. But I was thinking in the context of the movie, what does that mean? But maybe I just don't know. But I thought it was a well done scene, but it kind of threw me for a little bit. And then the third half of this film, even though things at this point are going bonkers, crazy. I love Ryan Coogler dipping into horror. Now we got two black directors shot two horror films on IMAX 70mm film. That's Jordan Peele with Nope, and now we got Ryan Coogler with Sinners. Both incredibly looking movies, but that third act there, I wanted a little bit more carnage candy. That's just me being a selfish horror guy. I wanted to see more blood squirting, more heads being torn off, and things like that. Don't get me wrong, it gets real bloody, it gets real sweaty and bloody, but like from a horror aspect, I wanted to see more. And then this main guy, Jack O'Connor, who's the lead of the vampires, I thought he did a wonderful acting job. I wanted some more of him. I wanted him to be a little bit more vicious, like a Jerry Dandruff, if I'm picking up old ones from Fright Night and things like that. I want this vampire to be a little bit more vicious. Even Nosferatu, I would say, was more vicious than Jack O'Connell. And I like Nosferatu, but I like this movie more, the way they lit the black people, the set design, the costume designs is Oscar worthy, So like, with all that I said, those are my two little main gripes of the film. Oh, and the ending kind of a little bit abruptly when it ended. It was like, oh man, I want some more of that. Can we get some more? But I want you guys, if you're going to go see Sinners, stay for the post-credit scenes. There's two. The first one that comes is a whole scene. I think that scene's about 4 to 5 minutes long, and it's like, that's the ending of the movie right there. So that's the real ending of the movie. And I want to deeply think about, like, what's that mean to this overall movie? Like, they can do more movies if they want of this, but I don't know if they will. I guess it depends how the box office work, but it was a very, very good scene. It was really dope. It's like really cool element to it. Speaking of cool element, Michael B. Jordan oozes of cool with Smoke and Stack. And I was like, I was on like one person's side and the other person's side. They both like different two type of gangsters. One's a little bit more eccentric, and about that life, and the one's a little bit more calm and collective. You know what I'm saying? He thinks a lot about things. And man, I can go on and gushing about this movie, man, but I gotta give my score. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to sit down and gather my thoughts, even though my thoughts right now are all over the place. I'm gonna strongly recommend, if you can see that shit in IMAX, go see Sinners in IMAX. It was worth every penny. The sound, the visuals, when they changed the aspect ratio. Oh my God. Let's get to the score. If I'm scoring Ryan Coogler's Sinner, my magnificent director, bro, I'm just giving this an easy 4.5 out of 5. Only little nitpicks is the ones that I had that I talked about, but overall, man, I ain't bought a physical media disc since Late Night with the Devil, but I can't wait to track this physical media down on 4K and watch it in the best way possible. It'll never be that IMAX again. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to go see it because my wife didn't get to go see it. I'm going to go see Sinners again probably this weekend in IMAX. So what y'all guys thought of the Sinners, man? I thought it was an absolute fire movie, man. Thank God, because 2025 was looking a little dismal there, and this brought life. And I want to say Ryan Coogler delivered the original IP. How dope is that? Not based on any Marvel franchise or, you know what I'm saying, some biography. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. He wrote and directed this himself and got it shot in 75 millimeter IMAX. I'm always looking for what's coming from Ryan Coogler, but this is one of his best. You know, I don't know. Do I like Creed better? Do I like Sinners better, or Black Panther? I'm leaning towards Creed in this movie. I really love Creed, but like, yeah, this one's up there. You know, man, my mind may change after I see the film again. But I'm going on and on, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead, hit me that like button. If you really like this video, consider subscribing to the Q Review family. And yeah, make sure you comment below. It helps the algorithm. It helps me grow my numbers, so I really appreciate it. And don't just stare at it. Eat it. Peace.
I'm out cold, you hoes been exposed. Walk up on you slow with the foe and unload. You got mo left for dead on the road. I strode when your car got towed.